Anyone who has decided on their own or has been advised to lead a healthier lifestyle has said to themselves, where do I begin? What should I do first? And where can I go for help? This short presentation hopefully will answer some of your questions and help you organize your journey to a healthier you.
It can be very overwhelming, and the doctor says that to you. So the first thing you want to do is assess your risk factors. What are the things that he's talking about that you need to change? If you're not aware of any problems, then there's no way that you can change them. So we suggest that you do a risk factor assessment and find out what exactly your risk factors are. Once you do that, then you want to put them in categories. Which ones can you change? Which ones can you control? Which ones you have no control over? And then which ones can you just eliminate right off the bat? And say, for example, for coronary artery disease, you can't change your age, you can't change your gender, and you can't change your family history. So you can't even worry about those three things. But the things that you can control and that you can change would be if you have high blood pressure, you can control that. If you have diabetes, you can control that. If you're overweight, you can change that by controlling what you eat and changing your eating habits. And then the things that you can just eliminate, for example, are smoking, you just get rid of that. And then after that, you want to prioritize what things are pertinent to you and which things do you think you can do very easily right off the bat. For example, if you're the type of person that says, all right, the doctor says I have to quit smoking, I'm going to quit smoking. Some people quit cold turkey, and that's good for them. Other people need medication or the patch to help them quit. Some people don't want to tell anybody they're trying to quit smoking because they want to do it and they don't want anybody asking them, how are you doing, how are things going? And some people like to go to groups and get support from the group or from other people in their family. So there's different ways that you can do it, and you have to decide what's good for you and how you're going to do it. Then after that, if you know your risk factors, you become aware of them, you try to think to yourself, well, how do I get all of this stuff done? How am I going to do everything? Well, we're going to talk about a lifestyle management module, a way that no matter what you're trying to change in your life, you can apply these 5 principles and it'll help you to change your lifestyle. First thing, you want to increase self-awareness, and that's what you just did. What do I have to change? So once you realize the risk factors or what the problem is in your life and you want to change, that's the main thing. You have to know what you want to change. The second is you commit to the change. You have to really want to do it. Just because the doctor says you have to lose weight, you have to exercise, you have to watch your cholesterol, and if you don't believe that you have to do that or you don't believe that's a problem, you're not going to do it. So you have to do it for yourself. You can't say you're doing it for your husband, for the doctor, for your children. It has to be for you. Then thirdly, you want to expose yourself to the theory or practices of how are you going to change these risk factors. Look in the community, find out where there's weight loss programs, find out where the gyms are that you can start exercising, find out where the walking trails are where you can go walking, things like that. So you want to investigate that in the community. The next thing you want to do is just individualize the program. What works for you? I may be the type of person that I need to sit down with a group of people who have the same problem that I do, who want to lose weight, and we lose weight together. You may be the type of person that says, I don't need to do that, I can do it all by myself, I don't have to have any help from anybody. So you really have to individualize things. Everybody's not made the same, everybody's not motivated the same, so you really want to find out what program works best for you. Then above all, you have to practice what you're learning. You have to be patient with the changes that are occurring because it's a slow change, it's a lifestyle change. Things didn't happen overnight. I didn't get to gain 20 pounds in a week, and I'm not going to be able to get rid of 20 pounds in a week. So I have to be realistic about that. And then you have to be persistent because it's going to be a lifestyle change. There's habits that you've been doing maybe for 10, 15, 20 years, and it's going to take you a while to get out of those habits and learn new ways, better ways to do things. So you have to be persistent. You can have little setbacks, but again, you have to be patient with yourself and slow and steady go forward. Then you might be saying to yourself, well, where do I go to find these resources? How do I know who's out there or what's out there to help me? There's so much information that you can get from, first of all, from your local community. There's the American Heart Association has local offices, the American Lung Association, the American Diabetes Association if you're a diabetic. Local hospitals have all types of services that they offer to the public. And then you can also go on websites. Each hospital has their own website in the area. You can also go on whatever community you live in. You can go on to, say, for example, Lackawanna County website, and you can find walking trails, parks that are available. All of this is free information that's out there that you can gather in and decide for yourself what is going to work best for you. And then after that, you try to look at everything and say, okay, let's just kind of summarize how I'm going to do this. First of all, again, you want to prioritize. What should you do first, second, and third? Set goals. And when I say goals, set realistic goals for yourself. Again, if you have a lot of weight to lose, you can't say, well, in 2 months, I'm going to lose 60 pounds. If you lose a pound a week, that should be a realistic goal for you, okay? Then you want to plan how you're going to do it. Again, put up a plan for yourself. And whatever works for you, do. Some people, when they're quitting smoking, might put a rubber band around their wrist and click it every time they want a cigarette. Whatever it takes for you to reach your goal, do it, as long as it's not harmful to you or anybody else. And then some people find keeping a journal helps them, especially if you're doing weight loss. You can write down every day what you're eating. A lot of times you don't realize what you're eating, how much you're eating, or why you're eating. So when you find these things out, you're better off controlling what you're eating, and it'll help you to lose weight. Then remember, you want to take one day at a time, one accomplishment at a time. If you set your goals from day to day, sometimes that's better than setting them month to month. Small goals, small accomplishments are things that keep you motivated and want to make you continue to do what you're doing. And then reward yourself. Don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back, to look in the mirror every morning. Be positive about what's happening, how you're changing. Anything that's happening to you is a positive thing. It's your body healing itself. It's getting better. It's making you feel better. And this will motivate you to keep going. And then remember that success is a journey. It's not a destination. This is something you're going to be practicing for the rest of your life. It's a lifestyle change. It's not something that you're going to say in 6 weeks, oh, I've lost 10 pounds, that's all I want to do. Then you go back to doing the same things that you were doing over and over again. So you have to remember that. Remember, these are just general recommendations. And as always, you should work with your physician, and together you both can help you live a healthier life.